in Esmios, the party made their way through the desert, discussing the events that had taken place the night before. They traveled through the heat and sand, eventually noticing a man calling for help in the distance. When they got closer, they realized that the man was not only missing an arm, but was being chased by 3 large spiders. The party dispatched the spiders easily and were introduced to a man, a member of the Golden Dragons named Grayson. Grayson told the party that he owed him his life and would willingly take them to Mesa. The party is now making their way across the desert to the nearby Druid Circle. So yeah, it is probably about 7 o'clock at night. You've been walking for a little bit. You've been asking this man who was bleeding out not long ago rather personal questions about his life and relationship status, as well as his favorite color. And yeah, you're all just making your way. The sun's beginning to set. And yeah, you are welcome to continue traveling, or you can stop and set up camp.
How far is it to the Druid Circle that we're heading towards?
Probably 4 hours. So you can keep walking and risk a level of exhaustion, but get there by midnight. Or you can camp and keep going.
I'm like tempted.
We almost never do it, so.
What, tempt fate? I feel like I do that a lot.
I mean, us as a group, not you individually.
I'm okay if we sleep quickly.
Quick sleep.
I like the tiny hut.
Tiny hut.
A quick nap.
All right.
Gray hair won't quit. Don't know where to put it.
Platinum.
I'm just trying to hide it.
No, embrace the platinum.
Naturally given. People pay so much money for platinum hair.
See, if all of it was turning that color,
We just got called out, so we should risk it for the biscuit.
Yep. I got given free money. So you should risk it.
Along with what the group says.
Let's keep
YOLO.
going.
YOLO.
Alright, let's keep going. Fuck it.
Alright, as it gets dark and late, as you continue walking, I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Expecting a roll so soon.
And I'm going to roll one for Grayson.
I got a 15.
15.
Sorry, what were we rolling?
Con saves.
I got a 3.
3. Okay.
Well,
Okay, get your bad rolls out now.
Atris, both you and Grayson just begin to feel the heat of the day seeping into your bones. The wind kind of burning along your cheeks at this point as the sun has baked your skin. And yeah, you have a level of exhaustion.
is there anything to help a level of exhaustion?
Sorry?
Is there anything that would help a level of exhaustion?
Sleep?
Sleep?
Magical coffee.
Just sleep?
Sleep and less a restoration.
Oh, okay, okay.
Is there coffee in this world?
Well, I was
not
gonna-
in the
I was-
middle of the desert.
I would like the
I was
old
gonna
Red
see
Bull.
if they like to bury.
Not sponsored.
Hashtag ad.
Would Goodberry cure a level of exhaustion? My sources tell me no.
That was a quick Google search.
I don't think that's what
I
his
live
sources were.
the walking player's handbook. But yeah, you guys continue on. Atris, just remember for all ability checks, you now have disadvantage. As you are exhausted. Can I have somebody roll? No. Yeah, you guys continue on with the desert. everything seems just very calm, very quiet. And you, in the horizon, you begin to see the huts and tents of the Druid Circle. You see a small, like, smoldering fire in the center as you all begin to approach.
Can we tell who's outside? Is anyone outside?
Roll a perception check for me.
26.
26. You look outside. You see a few members outside. None that you really recognize, though. You notice a couple of elves with tan skin, wearing like a sort of like headscarf around, covering most of their features, just kind of leaving like their faces. It's like kind of tucked up over their nose, so really all you see is their eyes and like kind of their ears sticking out. But you're guessing that because they're elves, they just kind of translator and they have first watch for the evening, but you don't really recognize them.
Okay, cool. Well, since we're here to talk to like the leader guy, probably just find a place to crash, set up tiny hut. I don't know. What do you guys think?
There was like a guest place that you guys slept in last time. You're welcome to talk to those elves and see if that's still available, or you can tiny hut.
Well, listen, I just took exhaustion to walk to this fucking town. We're not tiny hutting here.
Yeah.
That would be the dumbest thing, and I'd be so mad at you guys for deciding that. So we're talking to these fucking elves.
All right, get in there then.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm really antisocial. I don't know. You can do it.
Come
No.
on, get on up there.
We're just like.
I'm
nudge
really
them.
tired. Like, I don't think you want me to talk to people, but like, if you want me to talk to people, I walk up to the elves.
As Atris begins to walk away, Grayson just bags under his eye. The guy's had a long fucking day. He lost an arm this morning. He's pretty tired. He just looks at the remaining three of you and just goes, is the group always this argumentative with each other?
Yep.
Yeah. This is about right.
Interesting. Yeah, Atris, you walk over and you see the two elves just kind of sitting by the fire. As you approach, they look up. Welcome back.
What is like a custom greeting for elves?
Roll a...
That thing where you grab their forearm, like that.
The warm arm.
Roll a
Didn't
history check.
That one.
Didn't we tell you something a long time ago? What you should do?
That was for print. That was for royalty.
Right. So you should just, because you're tired, you should think it's royalty and do that.
I don't. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
that
think it
was-
was me.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I think it was actually David. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I told him to do it, and then he looked really embarrassed.
Yep, that was hilarious.
Smile. That's the wrong decision right there.
I realize that now.
I rolled with a disadvantage, by the way. I got a 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, there's no
Okay.
greeting for elves. Like, they're just
Do you have
people.
buttons set up?
Oh yeah, normal idiots. I like nod at them and thank you for the greeting. We had quite an adventure. I don't know if you are they like
this is
within
how I run,
earshot of
and I don't.
everybody else, or
They can see
I
them.
don't know how to do
okay.
that.
They
Okay.
kind of hear like them arguing like a little bit, but
As you see, we have a new person with us. We saved him from some spiders, and he kind of lost an arm. If you have like somebody that can help him, that would be wonderful.
we can certainly try. Bring your friend over and we can take a look at him. I'm sure the rest of you will be wanting some sleep. It is rather late.
That would be honestly the best thing I think I've ever heard of. And if we had a room here before, if we could go back to there, that would be great.
Of course, I believe you stayed in the hut on the outside, just not far.
Yeah, it was near a cactus or two, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
only one near a cactus in a desert. You
Yeah.
know how it is.
That's the 2 cactus suite.
You look out the window, boom, cactus.
Occasional tumbleweed, just like.
Best view in the desert.
Thinking. Okay, I like turn back to the group and guys, we can head over to the inn.
Perfect. All right, I'm excited to sleep.
You're excited.
Yeah, you guys make your way over to the cabin. You see the one elf that was speaking to Atris come over and help Grayson out to a different cabin that you see. There's like still a light on. It's not Mirjak's cabin. It's kind of the one beside. But yeah, you all make your way into your cabin. There are kind of 4 dusty cots waiting for you there. And you are welcome to all take a long rest.
Time to sleep.
We all slept.
Sleepy times.
Sleepy time.
Spelled
Yeah.
circle with an S, though.
I mean, it's the right sound.
But yeah, you guys all wake up the next morning, the sun beaming into your room, and the day is yours. Atris, you can get rid of your level of exhaustion.
Friends, let's go find Mirjak.
Oh, okay. Yawn as I wake up.
Yeah, you all begin to make your way out of your cabin and into the town. People seem to be more awake. As you begin to make your way over to the cabin, you see a older-looking halfling woman approach. Excuse me. If you have a moment, may I have a word?
What seems to be the problem?
I heard that you came back last night, and my son, he was sent with you. To go. He was leading you.
I continue to walk on to find Mirjak.
Me too. I didn't see her at all. Didn't.
Okay.
I stop in front of her and I say, listen, I'm so sorry. He offered to come with us and I tried everything I could to protect him, but unfortunately I couldn't.
What? Is he missing? Was he taken?
He's
What?
gone, unfortunately.
Did he leave?
He's dead.
Thanks, honey.
She wasn't getting it.
He's dead. What do you mean?
He died trying to lead the way.
You see just like tears are welling her eyes, and she just nods her head and kind of like clasps her hands together in front of her chest and just like looks down and walks away.
Oh.
After a few moments, you just hear a wailing sob come from like a cabin nearby.
I'm gonna feel like shit all day today. Great. This is fun.
D&D.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we tried.
I'm sorry, I tried. None of you gave a shit.
I'm still not hearing this conversation, so
We tried to not put him in harm's way. Not my fault. He can't dodge.
I technically didn't want him to come in the first place, so.
While that conversation's happening, Navora and Atris, you guys continue to walk on, not looking.
these clothes, look at the extra fucking cactus. That's crazy.
Here's again, the bigger one over there.
That that one has a flower. You guys walk on and you see sitting at the main fire pit in front of Mirjack's cabin is Grayson. He looks a little bit better than what he did last night. His arm healed, though you can see kind of like the scarring in and around the nub as he is trying to figure out like how to now live with half an arm. He looks up and he's like, "Oh, morning. How did you two fare last night?"
We
Good, I guess.
Why are you talking to me?
Your arm looks nice, or your nub.
Nice nub, homie.
Oh no.
What?
He just slowly looks down at his arm, and then slowly looks back at Univore and goes, "Thanks." So anyway, I have some work I came here to do with Mirjack just regarding some, I guess he's more pointing with this arm, with Mirjack over there, over there. And I'm not sure if you have any business with Mirjack, but I can deal with these magic items, and then I'm more than happy to lead your group to the teleportation circle and then to Mesa.
Yeah, we do want to discuss a few things before we leave, but I don't think it will take too long.
Very quickly, out of character, do we know where Butcher went to get his arm fixed?
Butcher, you know that he just went to go talk to his mechanic.
Uh-huh. Do we know where?
No.
Weren't we with Redemption though when that happened? So I think in that town.
We split ways in Volmiak's Keep, but he went to go find his mechanic, which I don't think he was.
So he just left there. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep interrupting you, Meg.
No, it's okay. Yeah, you split ways with Redemption. If you talk to Redemption, she probably knows where his mechanic is. But all you know is that he went to go see his mechanic.
Right. I was just gonna pass along that information to him, but I apparently don't have that information right now. Wish I had like a business card. I don't.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know where like a mechanic would be in Esmios. It's a weird. The idea, like, you have no idea what a mechanic even does. You're like, that's strange. That's weird. What is mechanic?
What are this?
You grew up in a forest and then a cave. Like, you have no idea.
I don't know.
So yeah, Grayson nods to the two of you as Davin and Zan make their way back over. He looks to the cabin as there was just like a loud sob that came from it, and he looks to the four of you and goes, "Why do I have the feeling that involved you four?"
I wasn't a part of that at all.
We just came over to you. What are you talking about?
No idea what's going on.
Right.
Well, these guys clearly don't have consciences, but my husband and I do, and
I'm conscious.
That poor woman's son came with us and was unfortunately killed.
Unfortunate part of the trade. When you're in business like this, you're bound to die a young life.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I've made it to the age I have. Anyway, I'm gonna go deal with Mirjack. By the sounds of it, he promised you some magic items.
Yeah.
There are some that he's holding for my boss, but other than that, you are welcome to pick over what remains.
Cool.
You see he kind of has like some struggle standing as he goes to like lift off with like his nub, but then remembers that it's a nub. And then he uses the other side to like lift off his chair.
Amputee comedy, hilarious.
Would he be the type of person to accept help? Like, if I were to go over to him and help him up, would he like shove me away?
Roll an insight check.
It's just an arm. Like
22.
22. Yeah, don't try and help this guy.
Okay.
You get the feeling that he is just an incredibly proud person.
I figured as much.
And not having his arm, he's learning how to deal with it now, but he is embarrassed that it happened. You're not entirely sure the nature of how it all went down, but you can tell that he is embarrassed about it. So yeah, he gets up and begins to lead you guys into Mirjack's cabin. You see the familiar brass dragonborn sitting sitting behind a desk where he has a piece of cloth laid out on the table with various magic items laid upon it. He looks to the five of you as you all walk in. Oh yes, good. Come in. How did everybody sleep last night? Good.
Good, thank you.
I heard you came in late. I'm surprised. Anyway, not the point. I do apologize. Some of these magical items are promised to the golden dragons, but anything that remains, you are more than welcome to look through.
Thank you, that's very much appreciated.
I look through.
He nods, and you see Grayson come forward. He opens up a bag and begins to just grab various things off the table. You see he grabs a shield, he grabs some gems, he grabs a bow, puts it in his bag, he grabs two like wand-looking things and put them in his bag. Remaining on the table, you see a couple of gems, some of which being diamonds. You see two, like a matching set of bracers, and a pair of boots.
We can choose from any amongst these, or can we have them all?
You are more than welcome to have them all.
Rad.
Can you describe the bracers as well as the boots?
Yeah, so the boots... let me just look up a description of these boots.
Yeah, even just like basic, like they're cloth, they're leather, they're mail, etc.
Made of skin.
No, they are not made of skin.
Actually, Grayson's arm made into a bracer.
They work fast here.
Things to do, people. Things to do.
Intrigued in that one.
Yeah, so you see that the boots are made out of clearly a cloth material. You see some old arcane ruins etched into the sides and along the soles of the boots. The bracers are gold, intricately designed bracers that have various designs on them. You see that there are some lightning bolts going along the forearm. You see that going along like the inner forearm, there are like bursts of energy. And along the sides, there are supports. They go up and into the fingers with these like padded leather straps. And where the knuckles sit, you see that there are 4 different prongs. Sort of like spikes going into, like, just like jutting out of the knuckles.
Brass knuckle action going on here.
You see Grayson looks at the things in front of you guys and goes, do any of you know identify, or are you gonna need some help with this?
We need help, we're babies. Help.
Really? You have no intelligence-based?
I mean, you don't have to rub it in, but...
Huh. I'm surprised this group has made it this long. You see, he pulls something out of his pocket and begins to draw on the cloth these arcane runes. You see that after about 20 minutes, he finishes drawing and he first places the boots on them. A swirl of energy encompasses the boots, and you see standing before you an ethereal-looking man. Yes, hello and welcome. This has been a use of Sir Identify spell. These boots are boots of teleportation. Any humanoid wearing this footwear may cast teleport 3 times per day. Jesus. So long as he knows the location of where he is going to teleport.
Damn.
Is that based on distance? Like 60 feet, 120 feet, or like across the whole fucking planet?
Teleportation.
Oh, fuck. That's
a lot of charges per day.
I call the boots.
Good choice,
I
honestly.
shotgun the boots. They're mine.
Chewy.
He hands Zan the boots. You see Grayson pick up the bracers and put them on the ruin. Sorry, I'm just pulling up a description. You see the ethereal man standing there goes, huh, I've never actually seen these before. These bracers empower your unarmed strikes with augmented magical energy. When you hit with an unarmed strike, you deal 1d4 force and 1d4 lightning damage in addition to your normal unarmed strike damage. The force and lightning damage scale with your unarmed strike damage dice.
That's ballin'. Can I touch them?
Grace, and then you see the Sir Identify just goes, and that has been another use of Sir Identify's Identify spell. And he fades.
It's amazing.
Grayson looks and he's like, any of you unarmed fighters?
Nope, I got a big stick.
Stares at Navora.
I mean, I kind of am, but not really.
What?
Can I go touch them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You touch them.
I would like to hold them.
You pick them up. They're, for how intricate it is, they're incredibly light. And as you do you put them on? Yeah.
Yeah.
As you put them on, you see that they begin to kind of shimmy and morph to fit your forearm perfectly.
Amazing.
You kind of flex your fingers around them. They're incredibly comfortable. You feel like they're adding a little bit of like extra support to your wrist and to your knuckles. And you kind of feel like an electrical current sort of travel through them.
That's cool.
As like you can flex and make fists and everything.
I just stand there doing that for like 3 minutes. It's like admiring my things. Yeah.
The gems over there, I don't need to cast Identify to tell you what those are. You have an amethyst worth 300 gold that I'm sure you could get a pretty penny for at a pawn shop. And you have a diamond worth 300 or so. So if somebody wants to add that to their inventory.
Atris. Yeah, it's probably smart.
Did you say the bracers do damage wise?
They, as of right now, they do 1d4 force damage and 1d4 lightning damage.
Cool.
And then whenever your unarmed strike increases, that damage will increase as well. So I believe your next dice is a d6. So you'll do 1d6 regular, like punch damage, 1d6 force damage, and 1d6 lightning damage.
All in.
And that is per punch. It's not once per turn.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. What do my boots look like?
Your boots are like it's an old looking cloth. Vintage. It's an old looking cloth with like arcane ruins around the ankles and under the soles.
Cool. I'm gonna slip those on.
You see that they kind of shrink to fit your feet.
I got new shoes. I got new shoes. I like my new shoes.
I got a diamond.
Atris gets nothing.
I mean, there's an amethyst.
I didn't know if that would be good for Daven to take. I don't know if you're going to be using an amethyst at all.
Red spells are diamond specific.
Yeah, you can have that one. I don't mind.
Oh, thanks.
I'll take it.
I just
sell it when you get to Mesa for 300 gold.
Yeah, no, I was also thinking of what it would be for the tattoo. Like I don't remember what
my tattoo is with a amethyst.
Okay, I think I would rather you have it then.
Oh, well, you don't. Oh, okay.
I think it just makes sense to help the
Well,
team.
you could put it towards yours too, probably.
I'm good.
Okay. You're such a good friend. I sell your soul and you just give me things.
I wouldn't bring that up right now. It's a bit touchy.
That's not what I meant, but I mean, sure.
Cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think we're done here. Like, I think we'll thank Mirjak.
He just nods and he says, thank you for dealing with the orc problem.
We can do, like, you know where to find us. Maybe.
By the sound of it, you are all wanderers and don't really have a location.
Have you heard of Volmiak's Keep?
I work very closely with the champions of the spear.
That's where our main hub is. If any message needs to get to us, it can get through us from there.
Very well, thank you very much. Is there anything else I can do for you folks today?
Did we, I guess this is out of character, both to the group and to you, did we ever ask him about the scimitar? When we first got to...
No, and I think that might be a wise thing to ask.
Okay.
So
Then,
go for it.
yeah, can I just bring up, before we leave, we actually are searching for a specific scimitar from the, and I don't want to say their name wrong, the ASMRs or the Asimirs, whatever we call them. We found the hold. I don't know what it's called.
The scabbard.
Yeah, thank you. We found the scabbard for it, but we did not find the actual scimitar or sword.
Sorry, I'm just finding something. Where is it? Just so everybody knows, the tribe of ASMR women are called the Felllight tribe.
Say it again.
Felllight. Felllight. Mirjak nods and he's like, and will you be seeing the warriors of Felllight, or will you be continuing on and looking for the sword? I'm happy to send a message. I just want to know if sending a message is redundant if you are heading that way anyways.
I think we should look at Grayson and ask if we're heading that way.
The what tribe? Like, he looks at Mirjak and he's like, the what tribe? And Mirjak just looks at the rest of you and go, no, you're heading the opposite way.
Well, with these
Then
boots, it will speed things up a little bit. We can jump around.
What is that?
We have 3 uses, right? So we can boop bop around if needed.
Well, I can. I don't think I can. You guys with me? Boot.
I think you can.
I don't think so.
The teleportation circle, I believe, is up to 5 individuals.
Is it teleportation
No,
circle
no,
or teleport?
The boots.
Teleport, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Teleport's by myself.
It says the spell instantly teleports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice.
So up to 8 people.
Oh, with my boots?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hold hands,
broken.
everyone.
We got fast travel. Woo.
Woo, finally. That's awesome.
So are you guys going to be teleporting to the Fell Light tribe then?
I mean, should we deal with Grayson's stuff first, since I feel like we're kind of holding him hostage otherwise if we don't do that?
You look at Grayson and he just like, he shrugs and he's like, I'm not on a timeline, it's up to you guys. I owe you my life at this point, so I'm happy to go wherever you guys are going. My only goal right now is to get you to Mesa. Might even be able to get you an audience with the Flame if you want one.
I just didn't know. Did I word it poorly? Does he not know where the sword is at all? Like, I was more wondering if he knew where the sword. Okay.
Oh! Mirjak just shakes his head. He's like, no, unfortunately, I do not know where the sword is. All I know is that it was taken. The Felite tribe has asked us to search for it as well. I'm
Then
sure they're really happy with the return of its scabbard, but they do not want the sword back.
Okay. I do think that we should go back to the tribe and at least let them know, like, the orc army is at least seemingly not existing anymore, and that we didn't find anything other than the scabbard.
Okay. Shall we go, friends? Hold my hands. Hold.
Do you see Grayson just kind of like, do you want me to come with you? Do you want me to wait here? Are you gonna come back? Like, what's the goal?
I mean, why don't you just come with us? We'll say goodbye to Mirjak, and then after we're done with the tribe, we can be on our way.
Sounds good.
Bye, Mirjak. Thanks for all-
Mirjak just kind of like extends a hand and waves. Safe travels, and should I ever need a band of mercenaries again, I will be sure to contact you.
You know it. Finger guns.
Yeah.
Where did we end up? Sorry. Fuck. Are we going to the fell?
We're gonna go to the tribe, and
Okay.
then Mirjak is gonna come with us. So we all have to hold hands.
Wait,
in a
Mirjak's
circle.
coming too? Oh shit.
Yeah, because
Nice.
we're gonna go
No,
there,
Grayson,
and then.
Grayson, not Mirjak.
Oh, sorry, Grayson. Grayson's coming with
Okay.
us. Yeah.
Sick.
There's a lot of
All
people
right.
involved.
What does teleporting look like?
Everybody hold hands.
It's like traveling with Dumbledore.
Uncomfortable.
Zan, you begin to focus in on your boots, and you feel the magical energy begin to course around the boots. You close your eyes, and suddenly you feel yourself get a little bit shorter. Down, and your boots are gone.
What? Why?
You see Grayson just kind of crack a smile.
I like those boots.
Did it take her feet?
No, she still has feet. The boots are just gone.
Well, I'm sad now. I like those boots.
Can I look at Grayson and just be like, why are you smiling, yo?
So, there's a reason why the Flame didn't want boots of teleportation. Because they are boots of teleportation.
Just the fucking boots teleport.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Oh, what a shit. That's great. Great.
No wonder they can teleport so often.
It's good. Good.
Did you guys really think I was gonna get
sad.
teleportation?
I mean, fucking maybe. Like.
Oh,
All right. Well.
careful of your bracers there, Navora. It might. She said they do 1d4 force and lightning damage. She never said to who.
Can I go punch something to see?
Yeah.
Test.
There's a tree outside. There's like a palm tree.
Cactus.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend punching a cactus, but there is a palm tree.
I go punch palm tree.
Roll an attack.
Yeah, 28.
28. You punch the tree. Roll 3d4 damage.
Ten.
You punch the tree and you see just a hole of force energy just crack through the tree, lightning crackling up. You see the leaves on the top just get fried.
Oops.
I mean,
Yeah, you
she
feel
gets
like
a cool item.
These are legit.
How does my hand feel?
Your hand feels perfectly fine.
Okay, so my hand's not gonna teleport anywhere. I don't get lightning bolted. We're good.
Nice.
Mad.
Zan, you have a cool glaive. Devora has no magic items.
Still mad.
I think I'm funny.
Now we have
You
to
are funny.
walk.
I know, that's the worst part. Yeah, see, now David is pouting.
How far away is the tribe from where our where we're supposed to be going with Grayson?
Tribe. The tribe is 3 days away from the druid circle. You see Grayson just kind of like looks and he thinks for a little bit as he quickly does like the mental math. To probably get where the tribe is, according to you guys, and then to get back to the Golden Dragon Hub, it'll probably be about another 3 days, 4 days.
Okay, so
If
then
you guys have any sort of way to like message or sending, you might
Yeah.
want to use that.
I was gonna say to the group, like maybe we should just consider just going to the portal and then having Mirjak like sending something if we don't have a way to do so.
Now that I know my shoes aren't great, I think that's probably our best bet.
Yeah, I think so too. Fortunately.
I'm still grumbling about the boots.
Does anybody
My time.
does anybody have a way to send anything?
Hold on. So we're going to a teleportation portal
Yes.
where with Grayson.
Yes.
Don't they have one at the other place?
So the one that Grayson is leading you to is going to send you to Mesa.
Okay, it's only gonna send us to a certain place.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So I was like, well, if we could do that, but okay, never mind.
Let's go talk to Mirjak.
Mirjak is kind of like giggling a little bit at what just happened right in front of him. I am more than happy to send a message to the Fellite tribe if it saves you some days travel. I'm sure that there are important things happening outside of here that you need to attend to, and wasting 3 days to send a message and then another 3 days to walk, that's a long time.
Can you let them know that we will continue to look for it, and if we find anything, we'll send word.
Of course. Well, if there's nothing else I can do, thank you for cheering me up this morning with the display.
Bad.
You see Grayson just kind of taps you on the shoulder gently. Yeah, a lot of the magic items that the old magic items like that, they were still trying to figure it out. Trial and error, you know. Magic items aren't all great. And out here, you never know what you're gonna get.
It's okay. I'm just gonna be grumpy about it for a little bit. I
If
really
it makes
like
you better, if it makes you feel better, I once found a sword of warning that I thought was really cool. And it just kept warning me that something bad was going to happen.
That does
Every
make me
day.
feel better. Thank you.
See, and the thing about those swords is they wake you up.
Mm.
So.
Hey. Something
gonna
bad's about to
happen.
happen. Like, you getting woken up in the middle of the night. That's pretty bad.
A buddy of mine found a wand of magic detection. It only detected itself.
Knockoff products.
It would never shut the fuck up.
It's magic items off of Wish.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what it is.
So it's bad. Look, I'm sure we can find you some sort of magic item in Mesa. Have any of you been to Mesa before?
I think we all have. No?
No, none of you have been to Mesa.
None of us.
It's called the Magic Capital for a reason. There are many magical items there that can be purchased or traded for. If you have magic items that you don't use, you can offload them. We'll find you something there.
Cool.
Not gonna lie, I could have warned you about the boots, but it was pretty funny and I wanted to see it play out.
Okay, you're on thin ice now.
I mean, I lost an arm yesterday. What else do I have to lose?
Fair point. Shall we?
Yes. He just kind of smiles and begins to lead you back through the desert, where you guys have 3 days of travel time. Is there anything anybody wants to do or discuss during these 3 days of travel?
I do want to ask David if he knows anything about his uncle, like Muxeri Academy or anything like that.
That is where he works.
Okay, so nothing. Got it. I'm just gonna walk.
David didn't know he had an uncle until
I was smiling the whole time when I was asking. I was like, I don't think so, but maybe.
Nope. He's interesting. He's nice. I mean, we've had dinner that one time. He was pretty cool. But we didn't do a whole lot of catching up, you know? So hopefully we can do some more of that when we actually go there.
Cool.
All right. Anybody else have... Oh, sorry. What's up, Navora?
I said I just want to punch things now. So I feel like I would just be practicing my punches in the air all the way.
Every time you kind of pop, you see almost like a little taser. You see the electrical current go through 2 of the prongs. And you just kind of see a bit of a wave of arcane energy go through the other 2.
Pretty cool.
Pop.
Got it.
So yeah, I'm just gonna fast travel you guys unless there's anything anybody would like to do or talk about during camp. Talk to Grayson, ask Grayson any questions, whether it's regarding the Golden Dragons, what you guys want in return for saving his life besides taking him to Mesa. You can always try and see if you can sweeten the deal with anything. He offered to set you up a meeting with the Flame, so you can ask him if you guys want that. You can try and barter with this guy, because as of right now, he's just going to take you to Mesa. Thanks for saving my life. Enjoy the city.
That flame preposition's kind of interesting, but I don't know enough about to ask right question.
Yeah, so we'll say you're camping on your first night. You guys are more than welcome to ask him any questions.
I think I would more ask Atris the question about because I don't recall the flame stuff, so I think I would just ask him about what he knows about the flame and why that person's interesting.
I don't. If you give me a snippet of the flame, I'll probably remember, because all I can think of is not the flame.
For some reason, I think of the flame as the person who killed Davin's parents, but I don't think that's correct.
No. You know Cindior, the Dread, has something to do with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cinders, flame. I was kind of in the right ballpark.
There's a lot of fire
yeah.
Atris, roll a history check for me. See how much you remember about the flame.
16.
16. Yeah, let me pull up my information on the flame.
I'm wondering if I had it in my old notebook.
So you know the Flame is the Fire Genasi leader of the Golden Dragons. They are rumored about, but no one really sees them often. You know that there are people in the community that like even wonder if they really even exist. But yeah, they are the leader of the Golden Dragons.
I want to relay that to Davin. I don't think that I've ever met the Flame before.
You have not.
I think the highest person in the order or whatever is the person that we met that was helping with with our tattoos, which is the name that was not the Flame in my head.
Garland.
Thank you. I had that definitely.
Well, would you want to meet the Flame? Like, I feel like...
I was gonna say, the only thing that I remember of the Golden Dragons is that you helped Triss not become a member of them.
So that was what I was gonna bring up to Grayson. That's what I was going to mention, but...
So, just for clarification, Triss is still a member of the Golden Dragons. Yorick's is the one that burned off his tattoo.
Oh, okay. Right.
So Triss is still a member. There's like a point of contention because like her mom is a member of the Shadow Relics. So they're in like opposing gangs sort of deal.
So the Shadow Relics is my dad's gang, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm all caught up. I'm good.
So who were the two people that were carrying around, or not carrying around, but like walking around with Am I fucking up the story here? Hold on.
There are dots. We need to connect them.
I feel like I missed one, and I feel like this is incorrect, and I'm gonna be really stupid. But when Triss was with, wasn't she around Yorick's? And and there was the two guards with him, and we killed the guards, and he escaped. But they were going to kill off Triss, right? So were they a part of the Golden Dragons?
They were. So there were two members of the Golden Dragons that you guys killed. He wasn't like a super high-ranking member, but he was sort of like a squad leader, I guess you'd call him.
He's a regional manager.
Yeah, he's a regional manager. Like he has enough power over certain people, but not at like he's trying to climb the corporate ladder.
We killed Dwight.
Dwight's the assistant to the regional manager.
Shit. This is the late season. Dwight.
So you had the regional manager and the regional manager's right-hand man, the assistant to the regional manager.
Oh no.
They were working together. They had Yorick's on their team, and they were essentially babysitting Yorick's. They were trying to kill Triss, as they saw Triss as a threat to their own escalation.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't okay.
The dragons.
All right. That basically answers what I'm gonna ask anyway.
Yeah. So they were sent Triss on a suicide mission. Which is when you guys met up with her at the place where the keeper was.
Right. Okay, so I do still want to ask another question to him. Am I able to jump in front of you, Davin?
I don't have any questions. I was talking to you. I thought you would be interested.
I didn't know if that would be before these questions or not. So
yeah, go for it.
Can I ask you how well regarded you are in the Golden Dragons? Like, are you a regional manager?
Look, I don't like to brag about position. But I answer only to the flame themselves.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Hence why I would be able to, like, set up a meeting for you.
Okay.
Plus, they're interested.
With the group?
You've made quite a name for yourselves.
It is a pretty unique name, yeah.
And Trith hasn't really shut up. She's gotten quite the promotion, though.
I
Nice.
last know that she went to Hythe, so is she still there?
No, she's actually back in Mesa. She arrived shortly before I left.
Okay, interesting.
Sick.
Yeah, when can we set up a meeting for the flame? I think it would be interesting to talk to him. Her? Them? It?
How dare you?
Yeah.
Them.
Zer.
Free self. Yeah, I can see what I can do while we're traveling. I can see if I can get a hold of them, and potentially have something set up for when we arrive.
Cool. I think we're gonna have some time spent in Mesa anyway, so I think it's worth it to take a visit.
Like I said, the flame is interested in you guys. So it won't be too hard to set up. It's just a matter of letting them know the right things.
I think that's all the questions that I have to ask. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have anything else to ask. That was all I had. So.
Okay. Yeah, we will, like I said, unless anybody thinks of anything that they want to ask or say, or do as they're traveling, we will just fast travel through this. You guys spend the next few days traveling through the desert. It is barren, it is hot, there is sand, it is coarse and rough and gets everywhere. You're just not having a good time. Eventually, you find yourselves in the middle of fucking nowhere. And you see Grayson just kind of like, you see him checking various like trees and cactuses as you're making your way through, and you see that he stops right in front of a very large old-looking cactus, and he pushes a bunch of sand off of a wood door and lifts up a hatch. You see that sand just pours in. It's a steep drop with a rickety ladder. I suggest taking your time.
Oh no.
So if David were to jump, he can use his manta wings to glide, right?
How far is the fall?
David, how large is your wingspan?
I don't think it actually specifies, but I think it's like a
no, but for like I would imagine like this like you know, same length as my
Like an arm
arms would
length?
be the safe bet. Like
Okay.
my arm, like I could touch the outside like this kind of thing.
Because it is a 5x5.
Oh, I can't then.
Oh, okay.
It is a small hole. It is one at a time.
Okay. Yeah,
Watch
I'll just
your
take my
head.
time.
How far is it down? Do we know?
You look down. It starts off bright with the sun, and then it just goes into darkness, and you don't see a bottom.
So more than 40 feet.
I'm gonna
30
look.
feet.
More than 40 feet. Actually, no. Fucking monks.
Can I
Yeah,
jump?
no, you can go on, jump in and be fine.
I call jumping.
There's a spike trap at the bottom. Ha!
Monks. So
I think-
yeah, as Grayson finishes saying like, yeah, I'd be careful if I were you. You guys just see Navora just whoop and jump into the hole.
That's amazing. I'm not gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go down the ladder.
Navora, you feel yourself fall 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet.
Oh.
Okay.
Using your slow fall, you're able to kind of like take your hands on the walls and just kind of gracefully like parkour your way down.
Amazing.
And can you roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
18.
18, yeah, you like 3-point land on the bottom of the hole. You get yourself up and dust yourself off.
Said that wrong. It was 28.
You, as you're falling, you like do a flip, and then you land into a somersault, and then like Spider-Man landing.
Sick.
Love it.
But yeah, everybody else.
Catch you if you fall, guys.
You guys off like at the very top here. I can catch you if you fall, guys.
Not good.
I'm gonna. No, not at all. I'm going to cast Spider Climb and make my way like down the shaft, but like on the wall. I'm absolutely.
Just go down the ladder, please.
No, no, I'm special. I'm gonna use Spider Climb.
And you use Spider Climb, and you feel like your hands like kind of grow like the fibrous tissues like spider legs have, and you begin to climb your way down. Yeah, again, you climb 30, 40, 45 feet down underground, where you see Navora kind of getting up and dusting off her cloak and everything.
You good? Okay. Careful with the ladder, there, friends.
Atris and David, are you guys just taking the ladder?
Me, ladder.
Yeah, can both of you make dexterity saving throws for me, please, as you begin to make your way down the ladder? Or, not dex save, sorry, acrobatics checks.
I like the dex saving one more, but
Acrobatics.
I got a 25.
25.
I would like to go after Atris.
Yeah. So Atris is going first?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Atris, you begin to stealthily, very carefully make your way down the ladder. When you look above you and you see David coming like a kid on a water slide going too soon, like the guy didn't tell him to go yet. And you just hear a crack echo down the chute. Can I have both of you roll dexterity saving throws for me, please, as David begins to fall?
Can I cast like web at the bottom to catch them?
Yes.
Where they fall? Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Actually,
I got 7.
what's
I
your
got a 27.
Passive is I think it's 19.
Okay, yeah, you heard the crack of the
I-
rung.
I know my husband. I think more than anything.
And yeah, you cast web. So sorry, what are the dex saves? 17?
27.
27. Atris, you're able to like cling yourself to the wall and hold on as David just falls past you. And you're able to stay on the ladder. David, I guess the dexterity saving throw wasn't really you're not able, like it was a 20 to try and like grab back and through the ladder. But you are caught by a web and take no fall damage. Let's see how Grayson does having one arm, so he has disadvantage.
Web.
Atris, can you please make another dexterity saving throw?
These fucking losers! God damn it!
Ladders are difficult.
Apparently, 21.
Same thing. You hear another crack of a rung, and you cling yourself to the wall. As you feel the wind go past you as Grayson just fucking drops. David, you are just making your way off the web as you see your guide land right where you were. And you You hear him just go, "Oh, motherfucker," and just roll off the web. He looks at the group of you, not really knowing who cast that spell, and just goes, "Thank you to whoever did that. I apologize for my lack of grace."
I did it.
Thank you.
I deserve it.
Yeah, Atris, you eventually make your way down to the web. And you see everybody standing there.
I like get down and dust off everything just in case. I'm like, listen, guys, we need to work on our climbing skills. Ooh, no, I'm gonna leave it there. Nope.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna say in my head, but so that you guys know what I was gonna say, or we grow another arm.
Arm option. Back
Yeah,
arm.
I definitely meant you. Definitely meant you, who already has 2 arms. Definitely you. I mean, I don't know about all that. You have wings, and that didn't do anything.
Hey, I'm just
Wasn't
saying,
allowed.
the running joke I keep making about the vaccine is when we all have tails because we got vaccinated in the future, and the people without tails, they're gonna be so jealous of our tails because we'll have a 3rd arm to like grab things with.
As long as they're prehensile and not just like weird floppy skin.
Yeah, no, see, I'm imagining like they have like muscles and we can like practice our dexterity with them.
Yeah,
I'm just
going back to
they're gonna be
monkeys.
jealous.
I get it.
So yeah. But yeah, you are all in the bottom of this basically cellar. You see Grayson pulls out a you actually just see him extend a hand, and 3 orbs of light appear and begin to kind of float around. With the newfound light, you guys see that this basically is a wine cellar. You see that there is a wall of various bottles with a thick layer of dust on them. You see a table with like an old deck of cards that's just been like worn and ruined, sitting in the middle of the table. You see a couple of empty glasses that appear to not have been there for too long, but long enough that you're like, that's starting to get gross. And off in the corner, you see a glowing arcane circle.
Cool.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Nope.
More so just I rolled really far. Yeah, bottles.
Yeah, it's not a high DC to like look over. Maybe there was secret stuff, but you don't see the secret stuff. Yeah, you see some bottles of very vintage wine. Would you like to take some wine? How many bottles of wine would you take?
I don't want.
Yeah, you take one, you grab one bottle and you kind of wipe it off, and you see that it is a very fine vintage. You see Grayson kind of looks up from the teleportation circle and goes, "Oh, yeah, to sell that, it's like 500 gold."
Alright, I'll take 2.
It's good wine. Whenever I come here, I usually grab a bottle. We got a whole cellar back there.
Oh.
It's just a matter of finding the door.
Oh, do you have mushroom wine?
That sounds disgusting.
Speak for yourself, kinds.
We're right. It's a secret door. I do. Because where's the fun in me showing you where it is? I said I'd help you. I never said I would guide you.
You know, you're not a nice person.
He did just lose his arm, so I think he's allowed to be a little aggressive.
I just
with your investigation of 5, you do not.
I want to turn to Atris and be like, Atris, can you do your magic, like looking with your eyes thing to find the way? Because I know that's a thing that you do sometimes. I still don't fully understand it, but I know that that's a thing that you can do.
As we're having this discussion, I'm like, oh, it sounds kind of hollow right here as I'm tapping.
Honey, stop. Honey, stop.
Okay. I want to look around first to see if there's anything written on the walls or even on the floors.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
17.
17. You look
38.
around, you see that there is some like thieves' cant up and along, like I guess what would be like crown molding in a cellar, like just like along the top.
Bill
Just
being
basically
extremely
saying,
impressed.
basically just saying like safe house, owned by the Golden Dragons. No trespassing. Trespassers will be persecuted. Just like that sort of thing. Nothing you're not used to seeing. Nothing special. Nothing that would really catch your eye.
Is it specifically just Thieves' Cant that's around? Like, there's no other runes or anything else around? Okay. If this applies to the same check, I'm just checking along the walls again to see if there's like an off. Assuming it's like brick, if of a specific brick is like off-colored or something like that.
You begin to look around, and with your 17, you're kind of tapping along where like the bottle of wine, like the wall of wine is, and you don't find anything. But on the bar, you notice that there are like 3 of the like beer tab things that like you pull. One looks a lot cleaner than the rest.
I really don't want to tell the group just because it would be really funny.
Atris, what do you see with your magic eyes?
Nothing.
Damn it!
Okay.
Fuck.
I just want to hang out by the beer taps.
Let's just go. I'm just over this. Let's just leave. I'm going to the teleporter.
Yeah, you see Grayson is just setting it up. He's kind of doing the work, the magic aspect of it. You get the sense that Grayson may have some wizard levels. Hence why he can do some of the magic things he can.
Bet there's not even an actual cellar down here. Fucking lie.
Grayson just kind of chuckles and continues to work away. After about 10 minutes, you see the arcane ruins just to life. And he looks to the group and he goes, okay, anybody got to pee? It's a long ride. I don't want to take any bathroom breaks. We're going to leave at 3 a.m. to be 12 hours early at the airport for our flight at 5.
Oh, God. Didn't prepare for that. Shit. No, I think I'm good.
No, I think we're all right. We're ready to go.
I am very ready to leave this fucking desert.
Amen.
Yeah, the sand is a bitch.
My run's here. And yeah, Atris, is there anything you would like to do with your cellar knowledge, or are you going to just get into the teleportation circle?
Can I pull the lever?
Pull the lever, Kronk?
Yes!
Yeah, you pull the lever, and
the wrong one.
You see where the wall of wine is. The door begins there. It kind of like you hear a, and it just sort of like push open slightly.
Is everybody watching me, or is it like is everybody there?
Everybody's there. And it's pretty loud.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just gonna
It does exist.
and push the wall. Like push it. I assume it's in. Like so, it's gonna be like this.
It's out. So you gotta like pull it.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna pull it.
Yeah. You pull it and you see you see just like a room with a small staircase going down.
Extremely dark, like can't see anything type of deal.
No, you actually see that there appears to be some like kind of bluey, just blue lights leading down. It's not a long staircase. It looks rather short.
Can I turn back to Grayson? Do you mind if I take a minute?
Oh, yeah. Tell the foreman I say hi.
Sure. I would like to go downstairs.
Anybody else going with them?
The who? And I follow.
Are we going somewhere? I also follow.
You hear Grayson call. Tell him Grayson wants his usual. And yeah, you guys make your way down the stairs. It's only about like 7 steps of just pure stone stairs. You make your way down and you see a again, there's like the same blue light. It's almost like moonlight down here. You walk down and it seems to like drop like 50 degrees. So it's rather cold.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like it's like a sudden, like if anybody has pressure headaches.
Wait, like in freedom units or in like Celsius?
Celsius. So say it was like 40 degrees
Oh,
Celsius.
Jesus, fuck.
And it's now like -10. You guys walk downstairs and are just welcome to this like wall of cold. You continue to make your way down this small hallway and you are led to a massive room where you see a bunch of what look like clockwork machines. Like, remember that clockwork guardian you guys saved for Garland a while ago? They're sort of like that, but they're not as like stocky or built. They're more instead of like strength based, they're more dexterity based.
Oh, okay. And that's scary.
And you see that they have like these kind of hooks that appear to be padded, and they are harvesting these berries off of trees. You see these trees are blue-leafed and black-trunk trees that grow these bright red berries along their branches. Do you continue to kind of like walk through the vineyard?
I think
Or
as
do you
long
just
as
take the stairs?
I want to continue as long as when we start walking, we're not stared at like, who the fuck are you?
No. As you walk, you see that the clockwork pickers, like essentially, are just working away. They don't seem to pay you any mind.
And yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
I'm so
You
surprised.
continue. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm so surprised that these plants can grow down here. Like, as we're walking, more than.
Zan and Navora, you guys are welcome to roll nature checks.
Oh, it's a cool tree.
Okay. Navora?
11.
Did you roll a nature check?
11.
11. Yeah, you don't know what these trees are. They're neat.
Cool looking tree.
It's cold. But yeah, you guys continue to make your way along the vineyard. As you're walking, you like kind of look side to side, and you see that this vineyard is expansive. Like it almost looks like it goes the entire length underneath the desert. It is huge.
Jesus. Wait, so
you can.
I think as we're talking, or as we're walking, I like looked at the group and I'm like, why is he traveling on the surface if this whole underground system is here?
I don't think that it goes down that far, and I assume this isn't going to be across the entire desert.
No, it goes as far as the eye can see. You continue to walk, and you find like a door. After about like 10 minutes of walking, do you open the door? You open the door. You walk into a room and you see a new set of clockworks that are washing and preparing these fruits. You see that they are washing them. They are putting them in a vat to ferment them. And you see a large, like a large vat. And then you see these, like a bunch of clockworks holding bottles, and they put the bottles and then they put it down. Then they make the bottles and they put it down. You essentially see an assembly line of wine being made in this room. As you guys are standing there, you see a dwargar standing there. Dwargar are basically Underdark dwarves.
Yep.
Ashen skin, kind of like a white tufted beard. You see he has a bald head, but he's wearing kind of like a cap on to keep him warm. You see he has like a nice fur coat on. As he's like kind of leaning back in his chair, and he looks at you guys, and he goes, "Afternoon."
Might you be the foreman?
I am. Welcome to my factory.
It's quite impressive and something I've never seen before.
Thank you. The clockworks are my own creation.
Wow, very impressive.
You guys didn't touch them, right?
No, sir.
Whenever new people come, they always touch the clockwork, and then I gotta clean them and reset them, and it's just a whole fucking nightmare.
That seems kind of invasive.
It is. You would be surprised when people are like, "Wow, new shiny thing," and then they touch it.
I mean, I've never seen someone like you before. It'd be kind of fucked up. I was just like,
Plus, my aura's like trying not to touch it.
It's like you just see her out of the corner of the camera frame, just like.
As soon as he was like, "You didn't touch them, did you?" She's like,
"No." You see, he's like staring at Navora. You guys friends of the dragons or something? What can I help you with?
We were traveling with Grayson. He said,
"The drunk bastard, how's he doing? Haven't seen him in ages."
He's down an arm.
Maybe that's why he's being such a dickhead. He's not drunk.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, he needs his usual because he's being cranky.
Oh, he's being a bit of a prick? I got him.
Nice.
You see he gets up off his chair and he heads into like a back room, and he comes back with 2 bottles. He hands Daven the first one. You see it's in sort of like a silvery bottle with like a cork that's sealed closed with wax. He hands you the first bottle and goes, "Now make sure you tell him that this is the psychedelic one." And you see he grabs the second bottle, which is a bottle that you grabbed, Daven, upstairs. It's in like kind of like a purpley hue glass bottle with a black cork inside, not sealed shut, but just corked. Hands you that one and goes, "And that's the usual."
Awesome, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, he usually likes to let newbies come see what we do here in the desert.
It's very fascinating.
Very curious. What type of trees are these?
The name, I doubt you would understand. It's in Undercommon.
Oh, okay.
But the berries they harvest on 2 of the berries are regular. They just make a very nice, flavorful wine. The third one is a psychedelic wine.
Cool.
It's quite the trip.
A bottle of that one.
What's in it for me?
What do you want?
I mean, what do I want? I would love a sandwich. And I'm not saying that to be like misogynist, like go make me a sandwich. I just haven't had a good sandwich in a while. You know, I'm like, what is a man that has everything? What could he want? Like, I'm quite happy here with my clockwork and my trees and my wine.
Sexism is what you need.
Sorry,
Apparently.
Will's face was so funny.
If I send a sandwich back with Grayson next time. A really
Sure.
good one.
Oh, are you going to Mesa?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the legitimate establishment,
Okay.
and you're
Subway.
gonna.
Is that the name of the place?
Yeah.
You're gonna go to the legitimate establishment, and you're gonna want to ask. Fuck, what's that woman's name? Oh, you're gonna ask Denise. You're gonna ask Denise for her beef stew for the guy downstairs, and she'll know what you're talking about. And you can send Grayson back with that. We'll be good.
Okay. Done.
Just curious, the blue leaves on these trees, do they have any sort of medicinal qualities that add to this wine, or are they just decorative?
No, incredibly poisonous.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna ask for a leaf because I think it's pretty, but not
Yeah,
if it will
no,
hurt me.
so look, we tried to do the whole like people who wear gloves thing to harvest those, but they kept dying on us. It's a really painful death.
Okay.
Like asphyxiation, you bleed from like your eyes and your ears and your mouth. It's just not a good time. So hence the clockwork.
Ah, okay, I understand.
Knit me myself, learned how to build them myself, and now that's what I do.
Wonderful.
Kind
Well,
of
good.
drives a man insane being alone all the time, but I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
Yeah, this is fascinating. I appreciate the informal tour.
Yeah, I don't really get a lot of visitors down here, and I like to show off the cool shit I do.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's not the right word, but good for you.
Thanks. And you see he goes back into his back room and he brings out 2 bottles of psychedelic wine. Here. One because I like you guys, you're cool, and one for the beef stew from Denise.
Thank you.
I would just warn you, trips vary. Depends on who you are as a person. Sometimes people see the thing that makes them the happiest person in the world. Sometimes people see their greatest fears. Sometimes people have seen the future. People have seen the past. It's pretty cool when it works, but when it doesn't, oh fuck, it doesn't work.
Oh god. All right, who's trying it?
I just kind of put my arm around Devora and shove her forward.
I didn't mean right now. I just mean like I'm curious if anyone wants to try it.
I think we should all have a big trip the next time we're sitting there waiting for like night to be done.
Just sitting in the tiny hut tripping balls.
Yeah, legitimate. How cool would that be?
It's like running up against the tiny hut.
I would recommend having at least one sober person to babysit the rest of them. That's just being safe with
That's
your
just
ass.
drug 101. Yep.
Nice
Yeah,
thing
okay,
about it, you can't OD, but the more you drink, the longer the trip lasts.
Oh Jesus.
Amazing. I
So if you
appreciate this
drink a
so much.
bottle, It'll be a strong trip, but you'll be fucked up for a while.
I'll make
I would know.
I'll make sure this goes to good use then.
Enjoy. Yeah, and he just kind of goes back. You see, he's sitting at his desk, and like the whole time he's been talking, he's been like holding like a broken clockwork in his hand that he's just kind of been like gesturing about with. But
Awesome.
yeah, he just kind of goes back to tinkering with that.
All right. Well.
So you said it was cold down here, right? Like really
Yeah,
cold.
it is negative 10 degrees Celsius down here.
Does
It is
he
frigid.
does he seem cold?
No.
Okay, never mind. Because
He's got a nice fur coat. He's got a good hat. He's comfy.
So right before we leave, I want to just kind of go over to him and be like, "Hey, I really appreciate the tour. It's quite beautiful down here. Would these be something that you could get some use out of?" And I pull out the pair of red wool socks that I've had since the very beginning of this campaign.
He looks at those and his eyes go wide and go, "These are the most beautiful socks I've ever seen. Thank you, ma'am." And he takes them, and he like, you see he like reaches under and he pulls out like a small, like a little Mickey. "Here, take this. It's an experimental wine. I'm not sure what it does. It tastes really good, but I'm the only one here, so I can't really say its effects.
Okay.
Enjoy."
Absolutely. The socks should keep you very, very warm, and keep doing the good work down here. It looks wonderful.
Thank you. If you ever find yourself back in Mesa and you're looking for a wine or a clockwork or want to commit suicide via leaf, I'm here.
Thank you very much, sir. And then I like run to catch up with everyone else.
He nods, and as you walk away, you see he's like, he took off his shoe and he's like pulling on like these wool socks. These wool socks were made for like someone of your size, so giving them to a dwarf, you see that like they're a little bit like
They're like knee highs. Yeah.
they're like a bit snug right on the foot, but like once he gets them on, they go to like mid calf.
Awesome.
Nice.
Perfect.
But yeah, he looks nice and snug and cozy in those red wool socks.
Awesome. Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Love it. Take an inspo point for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been holding on to those from the very beginning of this campaign.
That was like session 1 or 2 that you got those from.
So cold.
I know.
But yeah, you guys make your way up. You see Grayson is like leaning his head back against the wall, the arcane ruins. You hear he's like, 78 bottles of beer on the wall, 78 bottles of beer. He hears you guys coming up the steps and looks over and goes, "Oh, fucking finally. Can we go?" All right. You all step onto the teleportation circle. And the feeling you've kind of gotten used to at this point with redemption zapping you everywhere you guys need to be. You feel yourselves vanish from the desert of Parsale, and your feet find purchase in what appears to be trying to think how to describe this. Basically, yeah, you guys find yourself in the basement of a bar. It doesn't look actually much different than the cellar you guys left, except much less sandy. You guys see rows of wine, the bottles matching the bottles that Davin was just given. You see various casks in the corner. You kind of see a couple of kegs of various beers. You see the familiar sigil of Hadburn apple cider. Haven Flower apple cider in the corner. And yeah, you guys are standing behind a couple of beer kegs that they use to hide the teleportation circle.
As we... Oh.
Oh, thank you. And he like puts the psychedelic one in his bag, and you see he just pulls the cord like he he doesn't have an arm. Yeah, you see he like grabs it and like bites onto the cork and pulls it out and then just takes a large swig and just goes, "Oh."
Wasn't that...
No, this was the regular one that he grabbed. You get the feeling that he knows his shit by now.
Request. Can we take 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it feels like we can take 5.
Alright. You're back. I don't like blue. Yeah. I'm more than a number.
Yeah, welcome to Mesa, guys. But yeah, so we left off. You guys are at the basement of a bar.
I feel like I'm hesitant to move. I want to wait for Grayson to kind of like lead the way because I feel like we're awkwardly in a place that we should not be.
Yeah, I feel like he should be the one leading for sure.
You see Grayson takes like a few more like swigs of wine before looks over and he goes, "Oh fuck, right, yeah, okay," and begins to lead you guys, seemingly forgotten that you were there, as he was very excited about his wine. He hasn't drank in a few days. You see him lead you guys up a like a 3-step staircase and just open a door to a very lively looking bar. You see that there are many people like at the tables sitting at the bar. You see that there is a band playing on the stage, playing very happy, jovial, typical tavern music. Most of the patrons within this bar are dressed in what you guys know to be Muxeri Academy robes. They are the maroon robes with the white starburst blazoned across the chest. some appear to be students. You see that they're there's some older individuals that may be teachers. You see that this is almost like a they're using it as like a study area where they can also like grab dinner. You see Grayson just kind of like walks around the bar, just kind of gesturing for you guys to follow him.
All right, let's do it.
We follow.
You see he steps out of the bar. You look up and you see the sign on this bar is the Red Mongoose. And you see he begins to he kind of as he opens the door, he looks both ways and walks into the neighboring back alley where you see a sign that says the legitimate establishment above the door.
Hey, that's where we need to be. What's that? Wait, that was the place we just came from, or the place that is in front of us?
We left the Red Mongoose,
okay.
And now we're going to the legitimate.
And the legitimate establishment is where you're going.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's where we need. Foreman asked us to grab him some food from the place. If we could stop in here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, if you guys want to talk to the Flame, this is where you're gonna do it.
Oh, perfect. Let's do that first.
You see him open the door to a much less lively tavern. You see that it is basically a hole in the wall. Very dingy looking tables, some sketchy individuals sitting at them, various sort of posters hung up against the wall with wanted signs. You see a couple of individuals that are sitting at the bar match the wanted signs. You see a old, just like an old gnarled looking gnome standing behind the bar serving various patrons. He looks up and he just and goes back to serving his patrons. Grayson just waves his hand at the guy and continues down. You guys can walk down a slight staircase, and when it seems like you guys are about to hit the floor, you see that he waves his hand and the staircase grows longer down the stairs.
Cool.
You guys continue down, and as you all pass where the floor seems to begin, as the last person goes down, the floor just grows back where it used to be.
Did we have some of that hallucinogenic wine?
He looks and he just kind of chuckles and he's like, it is pretty cool, isn't it? You look around and you see almost like a fine dining restaurant underneath. The ceiling above what is the floor for the upstairs establishment is a very fine roof with large chandeliers and velvet tapestries covering it. You see magical orbs of dancing lights throughout the restaurants and in these chandeliers, giving off a beautiful hue that matches the sun. You get the feeling that it is designed to match whatever daylight is like. So in the morning, it's like a bright morning sun, and then it goes to a midday sun, an evening sun, and then moonlight. You get to the bottom of the staircase. The staircase itself changing as well, going from a rickety old beer-stained staircase to a beautiful marble staircase with a gold railing alongside. You get to the bottom of the stairs, you see a very well-dressed half-orc standing there waiting, though along his side he has a very ornamental-looking longsword. He looks and he's like, Grayson? Hey. And Grayson continues on. The tables are circular pedestal-style tables with white tablecloths, all in perfect condition. You see various individuals all dressed to the nines, sitting and dining at these tables, conversing over various fine-looking meals. You see Grayson kind of stops and he looks back at the half-orc and you go, are they here? You see the half-orc look at the four of you and then back at Grayson. They're with me, they're fine. The boss... Excuse me. The boss will want to speak to him anyways. Right. And he continues on. He leads you along the restaurant. You can see that there are various musicians dressed in beautiful black robes, playing various instruments, soft, almost classical music, ringing through the air as the sound of violin and cellos and harps ring throughout the room in a very easily listening atmosphere. You see Grayson knocks on the door. You can come in. And you see Grayson open the door. He looks at the four of you and goes, "Don't say anything stupid." And and Grayson walks in. You walk in and the first thing you smell is like smoke. Like as if someone had just like smoked meat or something. You see sitting, this room itself is much darker than the room just outside. The walls painted black, but with the same sort of orbs of light flickering about the room. You see a black walnut desk, like walnut wood desk. Sitting behind it, ashen gray skin, fiery red eyes, and hair that appears to move like flame. A person sits back looking over a ledger. Around their shoulders, a gold pseudo-dragon perches itself. Atris, can you please roll a history check for me?
Cool.
14.
14. You recognize this pseudo-dragon as the one that was watching you back in Hadburn when you first came across.
Oh, when I went down the basement. Oh, it was forever ago. Okay.
And yeah, that's what you remember.
Is this bad?
No, that's just forever ago. It's like ancient history, but like it's interesting to see. I don't really want to like portray like that I recognize the dragon. I'm going to assume that whatever it is knows who I am. So I just want to stare mostly at the flame and like.
You see the flame finishes writing something in the ledger and closes the book and just kind of. So Grayson, do you bring the deliveries? You know that what they want. And Grayson just nods and he pulls out his bag and he kind of tosses it on the desk. Can I go? I have my kids this weekend and I really gotta clean up the house for them. I got the Funky Bunch here. Yes, I can see that. Okay, well, can I just go? Like, do you really need me here? And you see the flame just... You are so lucky you are good at your job. And you see Grayson just go, you can't get rid of me. And he just smirks and walks away.
I mean, is he good at his job? We had to save his ass. But, I mean, no, you're great at your job.
Grayson has many uses and many talents. He knows worth when he sees it. His fighting prowess is left to be desired, but we typically match him with someone else. I'm guessing whoever we matched him with didn't fare well against whatever took his arm.
Understood.
But the Funky Bunch, such esteemed guests, please, please, have a seat. And you see that they gesture to various, very comfortable-looking chairs in front of their desk.
I'm down.
We sit.
You traveled a long way to get here, I'm assuming. Where did Grayson pick you up?
Middle of a desert.
What were you doing in the middle of a desert? Count me intrigued.
Complaining mostly. It was awful there.
It is rather warm.
Too much sand.
Light.
The flame offed our DM.
No matter. I appreciate you coming and speaking to me. I'm sure people of your significance are very busy individuals. Atris, it's been so long since we've seen each other.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen you before.
So glad I don't have to talk.
I mean, it was quite some time ago. I'm a little offended you don't recognize me. Granted, I was rather hidden. Who do you think hired you to get your own brother arrested? Have you not been curious about who did it, or was the money too good?
I really don't know how to answer. I don't think I say anything. I think I just like stare.
Well, I don't think Atris typically asks questions when there's money involved.
This episode brought to you by YNR.
I don't know what that is. I'm American.
Young and the Restless?
Young and the Restless. It's
Thank you.
a soap opera, yeah.
You and your brother had made quite a name for yourselves. Your brother was quite the assassin, and you were quite the thief. Together, you were a very good partnership, and what can I say? I always like new talent. So, I knew you would be harder to corrupt, and Yorick's is stubborn as anything, and he's officially off the grid, and we can't seem to find him. But he did some work for us in the meantime. Getting him out of prison and everything really helped with that. A bit of a long con, but it worked. There's a position here for you if you so wish to have it. I can promise you money, stability, frequent jobs. You can still even travel with your friends if you wish. Just, I'll feed you contracts and you do some work. You get the cool tattoo?
I want to
I
be
hate
like,
that you... Oh.
like out of character. I'm like, we already got a lot of people just telling us what to do. We don't need another person.
Atris, especially.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
True.
Think about it.
But I mean, that's a cool tattoo.
Sentient
Pretty.
tattoo.
It's pretty cool.
None the matter. Those are my own selfish requests. I've been so interested in speaking to you for quite some time, as we have a common threat. Does the name Sindior mean anything to you?
I've heard
Yes?
the name. I saw it in a... Oh. I look at David.
Why?
Well, if recent theory is true and Sindior is back in some way or another, she's not exactly well loved by certain friends of mine.
I didn't know we were friends.
I have a friend that is looking to meet you.
Me?
the group.
Oh. A little offended.
Well, I mean, anyone who is an enemy of Sindior is a friend of theirs.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Who is this person?
This person is my boss.
That's news to me. I didn't think you answered to anyone.
I answer to one thing, and I wouldn't say they're a person.
It's Fetch.
I'd fucking die. I would literally quit. Wouldn't do it anymore.
Quit!
Fuck!
Everything is fetch!
Different.
Sindior is fetch! The Devourer is fetch!
I'm going to a fucking psychiatric prison because everything's fetch. Ugh!
Now, this individual wants to see Sindior dead and is willing to come out of hiding for it to happen. The only other person that has seen this individual in the past 100 years is me. So just know what I am about to show you is top secret. And if I so hear about you blabbering away about what I'm about to show you, I will find you myself, and I will kill you all personally.
Well,
You see she looks at Zan and raises an eyebrow. And a part of me feels dirty showing the competition's daughter this secret. And like I said, I will kill you first.
Understood.
Good. She stands, and as she stands, you see she is wearing a almost like a power, like a she's almost wearing like a suit, very finely black, tailored suit with a fine, like crisp white shirt underneath it. As she stands, however, you see golden scales that crawl up her chest and into her like kind of neck and jaw. You see she looks at her pseudo dragon and just go, "Can you warn him that we're on our way?" And you see the pseudo dragon just go, and he like expands his wings and just flies off. You see he goes, there's like a little hole in the ceiling. You see he goes like, sorry, not in the ceiling, in a wall. You see he just flies through that wall. They stand up and kind of go along the wall to a book and pull the book. You see where the hole is, you see a door open. Now, I will warn you. This hallway is incredibly dark, even for those with dark vision, and a little bit tricky. I would suggest taking your time and holding onto the rope. Shall we?
I'm not good with these types of events. How big is this tunnel thing?
You see that this is just a straight tunnel, and as you look through, it is just blackness.
It's flat, not like fall like down.
No, it's just flat.
Oh, okay, I can handle this.
Well, it's like a staircase that goes down.
Okay.
Not like a straight drop.
Yeah, it's like a okay.
Staircase.
I think I can handle this. Proceeds to tumble wheel down.
Can I get a marching order before we go down?
Me first.
The flame is gonna go. The flame is gonna go first.
Me second.
I'll go after Daven, probably followed by Atris then Navora, specifically because Atris does not have dark vision, so we'd want Atris sandwiched in between two people.
Dark vision doesn't work in this tunnel. You get a sense that it is magical darkness.
Gotcha. Well,
I still think that's the right
It is
regardless.
for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, can I have everybody roll dexterity saving throws for me, please?
21.
27.
21, 27,
15.
15.
21.
21. Yeah, you guys kill it. Like, you make it down this staircase, no problem. As you get farther and farther down, you feel like you're walking for like 15 to 20 minutes in just darkness and complete silence. Like, you don't even hear your footsteps. If any of you try to talk, you don't even hear the words leave your mouth. You continue to make your way. The smell of smoke and brimstone filling your nose as you continue to make your way down. The smell getting more and more pungent as you get closer and closer. You're walking down these steps for about 30 minutes before the magical darkness suddenly just begins to fade. And you find yourself in an underground cavern. You see a mountain of gold and gems and magical items. You see books and scrolls and weapons. You see the gold pseudo-dragon come from the top of the mountain and land on the flame's shoulders, where it appears that they have a brief conversation. The flame just kind of smiles and nods and looks to the group. Now, what you're about to see can be a bit shocking, I guess. You are about to meet one of the oldest creatures in Esmios. I suggest you speak with respect and with care. For I'm not the ghost story everyone talks about a smelling smoke and burnt skin and hair on the streets of Mesa. They are. And you see as they extend a hand, the gold begins to shift and move. And you see this absolutely gargantuan creature begin to stand from the hoard of gold as an ancient gold dragon stands up and kind of shakes off the gold. You see that he takes a few steps forward before a glamour begins to swirl around him. And standing in front of you is an older looking man. It appears he has like milky white eyes, though gold scales kind of trail along his jaw, along his chest, into his hands, his fingers looking almost draconic with their claws. As he grabs a cane off the side, and he makes his way over and he goes, "So you brought them for me, have you?" And the flame looks and she nods. "Funky bunch. May I introduce you to Zaro, the ancient gold dragon of legend in Esmios, the one who defeated Sindior many years ago."
Wow. Wow, the pleasure is all ours.
"Oh, please, I didn't do much. I just enjoy my gold now." "So, I hear our allegiances are aligned."
Seems that way.
"You wish to defeat Sindior the Dread."
Yeah. I have some personal issues with them.
"What did she do to you?"
Took my parents.
"I'm so sorry. Losing one's parents is always a terrible loss, especially as early as it appears to be. Forgive me, eyes aren't as good as what they used to be."
It's flattering nonetheless, thank you.
Of course. Now, I understand that you also find yourself in a different quest. That another evil entity of legend has begun to rise.
Yes, unfortunately we're dealing with the Dark Six as well.
Have you been warned about the Devourer?
We've had our run-ins.
Have you been warned about the pet he keeps?
Yes. Navora's nodding.
Nope.
I don't recall.
This is what I'm thinking, right, Meg?
You can say whatever you're thinking.
I believe it's like my father.
Your father is not a pet, more of a servant.
Okay.
No.
So then not technically, no.
The Devourer keeps Grynet, an ancient white dragon.
Oh.
I get it now.
So if you so plan on going and defeating the Devourer, you may want to take care of Grynet first.
What might be the best way to do that?
Finding their hoard is always the best. I'm sure it's within the mountains. It's just a matter of finding which mountain. If you don't take out the dragon first, you might be fighting the dragon and the Devourer at the same time, and I doubt that would be a good time for anyone.
I believe that's things that, like, the princess was looking up when we ran into her. Right? Yeah. She was looking into a lot of that stuff. So we kind of have her on that whole point.
So, I understand that what you are all going through right now is incredibly treacherous. And I want you to know that whatever you need, the Golden Dragons will have your back.
Well, I appreciate the support.
I have been keeping an eye on your story and your adventures since you made a name for yourself in the Colosseum. You have grown in many ways.
Do you have any suggestions as to where we might find this horde? Or where someone that might know?
Last I heard, Grynet kept their hoard in Kelpia. Within the Kolheim Mountains. Exactly which mountain? It's a mountain range with 3 main mountains. The Devourer was put in one, and the Ancient Dragon was put in another. Well, the Ancient Dragon took another. No one really dares go there. It's been quite some time since I've left here.
Okay.
Daven.
Yes.
Is it? I do believe Sindior is coming to Mesa within the next week.
Well, that's convenient.
She will be in her humanoid form as the Queen of Esmios. You will have to be careful with how you deal with her. She is coming, last I heard from my spies, she is going to a banquet being held by the Muxeri Academy. She is quite close to the headmistress. I believe some investigation should be going into her. However, she keeps a tight lip and even tighter staff.
Wonderful.
The only things coming in and out of her office are her iron golems.
doubt there'll be much use.
They are constructs designed for her alone. But potentially you can use the banquet as a distraction. I believe you have a thief among you.
I mean, you guys are friends, so yeah.
I mean, I've never met Soros before.
Sure. Yeah, that would be a great idea.
It's the flame that wants Atris to join the Golden Dragons,
Okay,
not Zyros. You get the feeling that he kind of has a bigger game he's playing. So, if you can get into the Muxeri Academy's banquet this week, should be able to use it as a distraction, to say the least.
I like that plan.
Or if you have any other ideas. I wouldn't... Zindior is as old as I am, and used the Feywild to avoid the aging process. So she is as ancient as I, but without the lasting effects. And he kind of like gestures to his eyes. She is not to be taken lightly. As I said, should you need anything from myself, and he looks at the flame, or my guild, the assets are yours. I can set up accommodations for you. Or it is only midday. You're welcome to look around town if you so desire. I will tell the man the gnomish fellow upstairs, that should your group return, that he is to give you our finest of accommodations. Of course. Is there anything else I can get for the rest of you?
Okay, just out of character. I'm just trying to connect dots in my own brain right now. So we're looking to go after the queen, right? The king is Navora's dad, or is the... No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
No, Navora's dad is just a nobleman who seems to have ties to the queen.
Gotcha. Okay, well that might be a thing that we can look into then.
Who is dealing with dragons and dragon eggs. Hence why the princess has been looking up dragon stuff, because she knows that some shady shit's going on.
Right. So maybe we try and find the princess. Okay. No, I think we're all good. Thank you.
I don't think there's anything that I want to ask.
He nods, and you see he just kind of takes a few steps away from the group before setting down the cane. And you see that the glamour effect begins to go around him yet again as he begins to turn back into his just absolutely massive dragon form. He kind of looks at you and just chuckles in a deep baritone compared to the voice he was using in his human form. The other form is just a lot easier to have conversations with. And you see he begins to kind of like bury himself back into his hoard, like kind of curling his tail into it.
Your scales are... Go ahead.
The flame just kind of nods and looks at the group. He liked you.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that would have been very good for anyone involved if he didn't. Now, I'm happy to set up an itinerary about when our sources say the Queen will be arriving. And the night and day of the party and everything. Davin, if our information is correct, your uncle works at Muxari?
Yeah, it was. But I don't know.
Well, given that your uncle works very closely with us, I'm sure you'd be fine. Surprising you trust the Thieves Guild before you trust your own uncle. Though I suppose you have a thief that travels with you frequently, so you would get used to us and our kind. And they gesture for you to ascend the dark and silent stairs.
As I start to go up the stairs, I turn around and say, "Your scales are really beautiful."
You just kind of hear like as like the gold kind of shimmies a little bit as he like nuzzles further into his gold hoard.
Cute.
He's just a happy old man, guys.
Bashful.
Adorable.
But yeah, seeing an ancient, like, you guys have only ran into a young dragon.
Yeah.
And that was pretty big. Seeing it, like, I wish I had, I'm going to be ordering an ancient dragon mini for reasons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just for reasons.
Sure.
And they're fucking massive.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how big they were because, like, the nice thing about the minis is everything is, like, scaled properly.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, the ancient dragon minis are huge.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys continue to make your way up the stairs. Everybody roll dex saves for me. And I'm going to assume we're doing the same marching order as before.
17.
28.
18.
24? Yeah, you all make it up the stairs perfectly fine. You find yourselves back into the office of the Flame. They go back to their seat. Well, the day is yours. You're more than welcome to do anything you so desired. I'm sure we'll find wherever you're staying. The walls have ears and everything. You don't have to worry about any rivaling guilds finding out what you're doing, as we do have full control over the city. You will find no shadow relics anywhere in sight here, and we make sure of it. So yes, we'll find you. I'll make sure someone drops off the itinerary. Enjoy Mesa and the beautiful city it truly is. If you're ever looking for something a bit more on the illicit side, check back alleys. We have shops set up everywhere.
Before we leave, I'm looking for 2 different things, maybe 3. Lodging, obviously, after we spoke with Zaros. The other 2 are, where can we find the academy? Like, is it far from here?
The academy is rather hard to miss, really. Just look for the largest, look up, really. It's the largest tower in the city. You can't miss it.
Fair. I mean, we went from a bar to here, so I apologize for not using my eyes.
I wouldn't expect anything less, really. I'm sure Grayson was in a bit of a hurry. He's interesting.
to say the least. The last thing is, do you guys have a library in town? Because there are some things that I would love to look up.
Given that we are technically a university city,
Probably.
we have several libraries. The most renowned of which would be within the school, and there is public access hours between certain times. However, there are more public ones within the city itself.
Okay, fair enough. I thank you. Sorry if our group wasn't very talkative. I think that we were a little intimidated by Zoros.
No, what your group did was excellent. When dealing with Zoros, it's best to speak when spoken to. The compliment was a very nice touch. He enjoys his ego being stroked.
I'm a pretty nice guy.
Tips Fedora.
M'lady.
I think with that, I'm ready to leave where we are now and just kind of do our own thing. I don't know about the rest.
Yeah, I'm good.
Atris, remember my offer. It's a very comfortable seating, and you've proven yourself. You'd be quite high in rank right off the bat. Wouldn't have to work with the grunts dealing with things.
I mean, I'll definitely keep it in mind. I'm not ruling anything out right now, so thank you for even the offer alone.
I know talent when I see it. And they kind of like wave you off. You see the pseudo dragon just kind of like goes on the flames desk and just watches you all very intently. The eyes, as it's watching you intently, Navora, you specifically notice the eyes change. And you feel as if someone or something might be watching through the pseudo dragon's eyes.
Interesting. Nothing changes with the flame, though?
No.
Did the eyes change?
Sorry?
What color did the eyes change?
They appear to be a milky white.
Cool. I don't know if I'm gonna make word of that in here. Yeah. I don't know if I would say something.
Noted.
Yeah, the flame goes back, has a seat, and begins working on various guild boss stuff. The technical
Nice.
term. You know, just stuff and things, guys.
Oh yeah.
You're a busy person.
That's what I do at work.
Stuff and things.
It's actually what I put on my resume. Worked for XYZ place doing stuff and things.
I mean, it makes sense to me. I would hire you.
Doing some hot girl shit.
Fuck being good, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. But yeah, you guys exit out of the Flames office. You make your way through the fine dining area and make your way upstairs back to the kind of dingy looking bar.
Well, what do you guys want to do with our day?
Didn't we have to get a meat pie?
We had to get stew from this place.
That's right. From Denise, was it? I believe.
D nice, yeah.
Be nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right. That's a
You wanna handle that?
Yeah, I'd love to. I like visiting the foreman. He's a nice guy. I'm gonna go find Denise.
So you guys, are you gonna do this in the fine dining area or in the kind of grungy bar area?
I'm kind of assuming the grungy bar. He doesn't seem like a fine dining type of guy.
Yeah, you make your way upstairs and you go to the guy behind the bar who's like this gnarled, old-looking gnome, like arthritic hands and long nails that looks like he hasn't cut them in weeks. They're yellow and gross. What?
I'm looking for Denise? Or maybe Denise?
Denise!
It's Denise.
What? And like you hear like off in the back, like, what? Person wants you! And you see like an equally gnarled looking gnome come out of the kitchen. The only difference is it's basically the same gnome, but with hair. What?
Well, hello, gorgeous. I'm looking for a meat stew.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm looking for a meat stew for the foreman. Please and thank you.
Did you want beef or chicken? Or rabbit? Or roadkill? We're not picky.
Beef.
Beef.
I'll get it sent down to him immediately. And you see she kind of like hobbles back into the back kitchen.
Okay, cool. I was hoping to deliver it, but that's okay.
I deliver it?
No, it's okay. You go and do your business. That's fine. I just have a bit of a thing for men who reside in caves. That's all.
Isn't he in like the desert? Why would anybody want to go to the desert?
I don't know, but the cave seemed nice.
I'm sure the cave was lovely. I haven't been there in years.
Yeah, the trees were lovely. Sand is awful, though. Wouldn't suggest going to the desert for the sand.
No, it gets nails. It's just not a good time.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for sending that down.
Bye. And you see she just like goes back into the kitchen.
Have a great day, beautiful.
Thank you. But yeah, you guys make your way out of the bar. You exit out of the alley, and you actually get to like look around and see Mesa. I want to pull up my description because I'm very proud of this city. There it is. All right, so you guys see a strikingly beautiful and well-maintained city. You look down and see that the streets are laid with beautiful stone that gives off a glow that intensifies the closer a traveler walks to the academy. As you're kind of walking around, you see various temples and shrines for various gods all around Esmios, kind of like the most diversity you've ever seen. You see various stores and shops, many of which being the magical variety. And in the center of the city, well, not the center, sorry, right by the Bay of Water, known as the Shimmering Waters, you see a very tall, elegant, beautiful looking tower that you all can assume to be Muxeri Academy. As you're walking, you see various braziers lining the city, all glowing with this beautiful sort of pinkish purple flame. A very extraordinary smell radiating from everywhere. There's no litter on the streets. There's no sign of pollution. Everything is just very, very neat and orderly. It appears that the legitimate establishment that you guys just came out of is sort of like in the center of it all. You guys are just kind of walking around. You see various magic stores, various taverns. You notice a weird thing called a coffee shop. Never seen that before.
I want to know what that is.
And at the very end of all the streets kind of lead to the academy. Like the academy is at the edge of the city, but is like the apex of the city. And like all main roads lead to Muxeri Academy. As you're traveling, you see off in the distance various docks with boats of all shapes and sizes lining them. And yeah, the city is yours to explore.
I think that we should visit the academy first, just to let your uncle know that we're in town, and we may need access to the banquet later this week. But I don't know if we want to jump right into business, so...
I would rather not.
Do business, or do we want to do some pleasure first?
Let's do pleasure, because I don't want to roleplay that right now. I'm just very tired. Someone else do something.
I really want to go to the docks. If we could. Just to see if my boat's here.
That would be kind of cool. I'm down for that. Let's check that out.
Yeah, we'll follow her. We'll go make sure, and because she's gonna need support if he's not there. So I feel like we go as a group.
Emotional support.
Emotional support group. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you begin to make your way to the docks. You see, like, the docks that you saw in the capital were kind of like old and rickety, not very well maintained, like just a super strong smell of like fish and various other like smells you would have in like a marina sort of thing. You get to the docks in Mesa and the wood is pristine. There are no cracks, no sign of aging. Everything looks like it was stained yesterday. No sign of weather damage or anything like that. No strong odor. Coming from the ocean itself, you look at the water and it is a beautiful turquoise color that you can see the bottom of. Like, you can see the bottom as various like colorful fish swim in and around the docks, hoping to get some food off of the various boats. Navora, can you please roll a perception check for me? I guess everybody can roll if you're all looking, or if just Navora's looking.
I'm gonna take an inspiration point.
Okay.
That's so much better. Oh my god.
What do you roll first?
1.
Oh no.
There's boats here?
Whoa.
Walks right into the water.
There are no boats.
You said insight or perception?
Perception.
13.
23.
23.
And
4.
4?
24.
24. I'm like, how is that better? Yeah. Zan and Navora, you guys sort of like at the same time. You're looking over the boats. David and Atris, you guys get kind of distracted by the really like immaculate looking merchant ships that are just fucking huge. Like the biggest ships you've ever fucking seen.
One's name's the Titanic.
Zan and Navora, compared to these massive merchant ships, it's easy for a smaller ship to be overshadowed. You see a couple of like pleasure boats and around, and you see one transport boat with the Ranger written along the bow.
There's your man.
Does it look like anyone's on board?
As you approach, you see Barrett is right at the helm. You see he has kind of like a thick fur coat that is like kind of hanging over the side of the boat. Just clearly he was hot. He's wearing just kind of like
hot.
He's wearing just kind of like a loose-fitting white shirt that kind of comes down to like mid-chest. You see his hair looks a little bit longer than last time you've seen it. He has it kind of like pulled back and just out of his face. You see he's grown some like scruff in and along his cheeks. He's got a bit of a beard going on. My voice. But yeah, he's standing there. He's kind of leaning against a wheel, and is speaking to a Aarakocra in front of him.
I'm gonna yell up to him and just be like, "Hey, can I speak to the captain?"
Roll a performance check for me.
Performance. That's a 9.
You yell.
I'm nervous, okay?
Among the commotion of the docks, he just doesn't quite hear you.
And I whistle at him.
Roll a performance check with advantage.
Thank you. Oh, that's good. That's 15.
15. You yell and it doesn't quite work. So like you kind of like put like the pinkies together like loud whistle and do. I can't do the whistle, but Meg. There we go. Sound effects, please. And you see he like kind of like is confused and like stops and looks over, and you just see his face brighten up as he sees you. You see he grabs one of the ropes and just kind of jumps off of the back of the ship, kind of gliding down to right in front of you. He immediately pulls you, like kind of puts his hand around your waist and pulls you in, and he's just grinning.
Meh.
I was hoping to be a bit more cleaned up when I saw you next.
Meh.
You know, I kind of enjoy the scruff.
Yeah? Maybe I'll keep it then. And he just pulls you in for a kiss.
My heart is so filled right now. Yeah. Okay, bye guys, have fun today. I gotta go do some things.
Okay, we'll meet you later. Bye.
He smiles and just kind of pulls away and cups your cheek gently before stepping back as to not fully do PDA in front of your friends. And he
appreciated.
He just looks at the group and smiles and goes, I didn't think I would see you all here. What brings you to Mesa?
Like a few things.
Business of sorts.
We have some romances we have to catch up on, and apparently not just Atris.
Oh, is what did you say her name was again? Tris.
It's Triss.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but the names are really similar, so I wasn't quite sure. But Triss is here too?
Atris hopes so, huh?
Leaves Discord
Jesus,
call.
right?
Hangs up.
So cute.
So, I see you made it back from your stormy weathers quite well. The boat looks like it's in good shape still.
There was a problem with a creature called a honkdra.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
I just pictured like a hydra, like a sea serpent, but with like a goose head. Like
It's exactly that. It is a goose hydra.
Oh my god. Interesting.
If it's a Canada goose one, that's the most evil creature in this entire realm.
There was a bit of a problem with a honkdra, but it was dealt with. How do you know where I was?
Just seen it. My mom approves of you though, if that makes you feel any better.
I didn't. Is this your mother?
The dead one. Yeah.
How? And like, let's see if Pimble knows. He has no idea. You spoke to your mother?
Might have just passed out a little bit and seen her. So.
She came to you in a dream?
We'll go with that, yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm happy to hear she approves of me.
How long are you in Mirza for?
We're just hoping to warm our bones a little bit before heading back up north. We still have a contract work there, but we wanted to reload with some cargo that can only be found here.
Very interesting.
We were taking prisoners from Waterdeep into to Icewind Dale.
Oh yeah. Know exactly what that means.
I became one of the few sailors known for sailing the sea of moving ice.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're doing so well.
He just chuckles and he's like, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I bet your mothers are proud.
See, the crew makes fun of me for that. So I'm trying to like keep the whole like mom thing on the down low because they just keep making fun of the fact that I sailed with them for so long.
Well, we won't mention it then.
Appreciate it.
Gained
a pretty good reputation though.
Yeah. Well, I think we have some things to do. I don't know if you want to come along or if I'll see you later, but we probably should be on our way. I definitely just wanted to come and I would like to see you again later, is what I'm saying.
Of course, I would be happy to join you and your friends, though I worry that I'd be intruding on something. If you guys are busy. If you're not busy, I'm happy to come. Like, they can do the work. I'm the captain. That's the beauty about being the captain. I get to fuck off.
You planning on doing any business stuff today?
I think we're likely doing a bit of shopping. If we need to do some business, you guys can break away from the group.
I mean, we can do some business.
Yeah, Navora, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
I want to check out the coffee shop.
Let's do that. Yeah, that sounded great. Atris? And I just like grab Atris by the arm and we start walking away.
What business are happening? What?
Barrett just kind of chuckles and he kisses Navora's cheek and he goes, "I tease, darling. If you wish to go explore Mesa, it is quite an incredible city. I'll be here later if you want to catch up."
Yeah, I'll be back.
Well, how about this? I made a fair bit of coin on my travels, and
is this guy gonna be a sugar daddy over here?
I have made a fair bit of coin on my travels, and I would love to treat you and your friends out to dinner tonight. We can catch up on everything that has happened on both ends for the past, it's been about 3 months.
Easy, yeah. Yeah.
All
That
right.
sounds like such a good idea.
I would especially love to meet Triss as he looks at Atris.
We're gonna find her. I'm gonna make sure you book that table for 2, 4, was that 6 in total? 6? Yes.
Well, let me find the finest restaurant around. I'll do some talking. I have some in mind, and we'll figure it out.
Perfect.
So, meet you back at the boat in like few hours. Give me time to get tidied up a little bit, so I'm actually presentable to be escorting you out to dinner.
Absolutely. We'll be back.
I'll be here. And he like kind of kisses your hand gently.
I just melt into the ground. Puddle. Just a puddle.
He smiles and looks at the group. It was nice seeing you all again.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Barrett.
He just chuckles and nods.
Trying not to intrude.
I feel like as we walk away, I'm just like just like that floaty little skippy, like.
Yeah, you all notice Navora has a bit more of a spring in her step.
Yeah.
But yeah, that feels like a good place to call it tonight before we get into too many shenanigans.
Yeah, we're gonna go shopping next session.
Yeah, shopping episode, beach
True.
episode.
I was so hoping he was gonna be like, "Here's a bag of gold. Go have fun." Shoes.
You just came into a fair bit of money, did you not?
Yeah, but I like free.
So good.
Free is better than money.
Yeah.
Money.
Free is
It's
better
that
than
gift
earned.
giving thing, okay?
Yeah.
You don't know what his love language is.
The more love language is gift giving, okay?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good session. Looking forward to seeing where we end up next and figuring out how we can sneak up on Cindior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will just reiterate, Zyros did say that the queen isn't to be like messed with. She's quite the target. But you can use this banquet as a distraction to get into the headmistress of
Yes.
Muxiri Academy's office.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
All right.
Just so the quest log is clear.
Yeah, I misunderstood. Okay.
You guys are more than welcome to try and fight an ancient dragon of some sort.
Oh,
Good luck.
Oh, not a good idea. All right. Night, guys.
Night.